Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Jack Noel here, kicking back with another video, and today, it's already week 5. That is crazy. So we got week 5 NFL predictions. I am 39-25 on the year. Need to do better, only 9 wins last week. That's rough. But yeah. So our Thursday night football matchup is the Los Angeles 3-1 Rams versus the 2-2 Seattle Seahawks. Now, Rams obviously losing to the Cardinals last week, and the Seahawks beating the 49ers by a score of 28-21. Rams, they look flat versus the Cardinals. I mean, they didn't look flat, but they didn't look great. Because obviously the Cardinals just showed them up and are now 4-0, and these guys are stuck at 3-1. And the Seahawks did look good. Russell Wilson looked good. Yeah. Still need to upgrade that O-line, though, if you're Seahawks. I'm going to say the Rams do win on Thursday night and win 30-24. Now we have our Sunday early matchup, which is 9:30 Eastern, I think, which is in London. That's pretty sick. So you got your 1-3 New York Jets coming off a solid win versus the Titans last week. I was hyped about that one. I was like, Jets win. And yeah, your 1-3 Falcons. Now, Falcons offense has not looked great, but neither has the Jets offense except for last week. Falcons, again, I don't see them going anywhere much. Kyle Pitts a great player. Jets defense needs to lock them down. Now the Jets defense has been their big part, I think, of the season so far. That's why they got that win. Derrick Henry still did good against them, but not what everyone was expecting for him. So yeah. Again, after that said, Zach Wilson and the New York Jets are going to come out on top, and the Jets are going to win 24-20. Now you get your Patriots and Texans. Now Patriots 1-3 and your Texans 1-3. Mac Jones hasn't looked too bad. I think only maybe 2-3 interceptions thrown all year. I don't know. I might be wrong on that one. And the Texans with David Mills, I think their quarterback is. Yeah, haven't looked good at all. I wouldn't even give the Texans a strong suit player. I mean, maybe Mark Ingram is their guy, or Larry McTunzel. I think they still have him. So I think this one's just going to be a gimme to the Patriots, and the Patriots are going to win by only. The Patriots are going to win, and they're going to win 30-17. Now you get your Detroit Lions facing up against the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Vikings losing last week to the Browns, but made it close. 14-7 was that final. And the Lions obviously going to 0-4, as the Bears would beat them. Lions, I'm not too high on you guys. 0-4 start. Yeah, and then obviously your Vikings are a good team. They just have lost 3 close games this year. And I think you're going to get over the top versus the Lions and win 30-17, as well as the Patriots beating the Texans. Now you get your Philadelphia Eagles versus your Carolina Panthers. Now, the Panthers' defense has been really strong for them this year. They're 3-1. Sam Darnold has been a big rushing touchdown guy. I think he leads the league in rushing touchdowns. I mean, that's pretty cool. He's doing better than Lamar Jackson in rushing touchdowns. So, and the Eagles 1-3. Obviously, they're not too great. Jalen Hurts, he's been all right though. Jalen Hurts, I think, has been their strong suit guy, even though he hasn't done exceptionally well. It's him and Devonta Smith on offense. And yeah, I think Carolina Panthers defense will play a big role in this one to get the job done. They'll get pressure on Jalen Hurts. And yeah, Panthers win 31-20. Now you get your New Orleans Saints, which are 2-2, going to Washington to face the 2-2 Washington football team. Washington, Terry McLaurin hasn't looked bad, and him and the quarterback Taylor Heineke looking to build a good relationship, hopefully, and solid, as I think Terry got 2 touchdowns last week, a few big bomb catches for him. And Jameis Winston and the Saints, I mean, it's close to slant boy Michael Thomas returning. I think he's going to come back week 7 or week 8. So that will give Jameis his number 1 option back. So I think this one's going to be a close game. Washington's going to put up 4 touchdowns. Saints are only going to put up 3 and a field goal. And the Washington football team wins 28-24. Now you get the Tennessee Titans losing to the New York Jets last week versus the 0-4 Jacksonville Jaguars losing on Thursday Night Football last week. Titans, again, Derrick Henry looked good. Not as expected. I expected him to do better versus that Jets run defense, but I mean the Jets, got to give them credit. But again, he did look good, and then the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence 0-4 and Urban Meyer. I would fire that guy right now after what he did. Not going back on the team flight, staying and partying and getting caught with college girls partying. Like, come on now. I would not have him. He will not be the coach next year, I don't think. They have respect for him that much anymore. They're a dumpster fire of an organization right now, or a dumpster fire at head coach right now, I should say, more than anything. Maybe not the organization, but yeah. And the breaking news: the Patriots just traded Stefan Gilmore to the Carolina Panthers. I just got this popping up. Gilmore headed to Carolina for a 2023 6th-round pick. Gilmore and the Pats mutually agreed to part ways Wednesday. So, I get breaking news on my phone. Wow. So now Stefan Gilmore going to the Carolina Panthers to help out that defense. Wow. So, enough about that, though. Let's get right back into the Titans and Jaguars. And I think the Titans are going to beat the Jaguars and win 36-20. Now you get your Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the Buccaneers 3-1, obviously, beating the New England Patriots last week, and the Dolphins losing to the Colts. Now, Bucs, I mean, I get it was raining, but that offense had to get going a bit more, in my opinion. I got their hat on today. I think they would have to get going a bit more, only 19 points against that New England Patriots team. I get New England does have a solid defense, but again, I gotta say the Bucs do eat up on the Dolphins, and the Bucs win 37-24. Now the Packers and the Bengals. Now, the Bengals 3-1, surprisingly, after taking down the Steelers. They took down the Jaguars last week. And the Packers 3-1 as well. Now, again, I think this one's going to be a decent game because I still like Joe Burrow and what he's cooking in Cincinnati with Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd. So that was surprising to me. Bengals 3-1. They will go to 3-2, though. I think the Packers will beat them, and the Packers will win 27-21. Now the Broncos and the Steelers. Now Broncos 3-1, getting their first loss last week to the Baltimore Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers struggling with Ben Roethlisberger under center. He has not been good at all. Juju Smith-Schuster frustrated. They caught him saying it's not a good ball, I think it's saying. He didn't say it directly to Big Ben, but it was towards Big Ben. So I think that team right now is struggling to find pieces. And the Broncos are going to move to 4-1. Yes, the Broncos. And the Broncos will win 27-24. Now you get the Chicago Bears heading to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. Now, Raiders 3-1, Bears 2-2. Justin Fields, I got breaking news just before I started this recording. Justin Fields will be named the starting quarterback this week. And the Raiders, obviously, it's for Derek Carr. Raiders only putting up 14 points versus the Chargers last week on Monday Night Football. Not too solid. I expected more from them, being a 3-0 team now, but I think they'll go to 4-1, taking down the Bears and winning 30-17. Now you get the Browns and the Chargers, both teams 3-1. Now Browns only putting up 14 points last week versus the Vikings and the Chargers, taking down the Raiders, like I was saying. Chargers are solid, man. I'm liking Justin Herbert, and I'm liking what they are building around him with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Austin Eckler has been terrific for that Chargers offense, and the Chargers defense hasn't looked bad at all. But again, this is going to be their challenge. I get their challenge was probably the Chiefs, and they did take them down. So that kind of means they could almost take down anyone. Now, I do think the Chargers are going to beat the Browns at home, and the Chargers will win 34-31. Now the Giants and the Cowboys. Now the Cowboys, 3-1. They're a contender for that NFC East division, and the Giants 1-3. It's early, though. You know what I mean? It's early. Anything could still happen. Cowboys, Dak Prescott has looked good. Maybe comeback player of the year, or maybe they'll give that to Joe Burrow. It's early, though. Only week 5. Time can tell. I think the Cowboys keep rolling, and they're going to go to 4-1, and the Cowboys win 27-20. Now you get your 2-2 San Francisco 49ers heading over to Arizona to face the 4-0 Cardinals. And the Cardinals looked terrific every week so far. And the Cardinals the 49ers obviously 2-2. Haven't looked bad, but haven't looked great either. Losing last week to the Seahawks. Now, Kyler Murray, again, he's playing MVP caliber football. They got a solid offense with Chase Edmonds, James Conner, A.J. Green, not Larry Fitzgerald, my bad. I meant to say DeAndre Hopkins and Christian Kirk. That's their 5 main pieces on offense, and Kyler Murray, obviously. I don't know. That's their 5 other than Kyler Murray. I don't know why I said Larry Fitzgerald there, but I did. So I think this one's going to be a good game. Your Cardinals will pull it off by 10 and win 37-27. Now your Sunday night football matchup, which is your 3-1 Buffalo Bills heading to Kansas City to face the 2-2 Chiefs. Now, this one is going to be maybe game of the year potential. 2 powerhouses going head to head. Bills have the stronger defense. I'll give them that. Chiefs do have a bit of a better offense though. With Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. I get the Bills have Cole Beasley, Dawson Knox, Stefan Diggs, Josh Allen. But I think the Chiefs did promote Josh Gordon to the active roster as well, so maybe look to him to get more carries and targets. Well, not carries, but targets. This one, potentially game of the year. I'm going to say it is going maybe to be the game of the year. It's early, have to tell. I think the Chiefs are going to win 41-37. Now, 41-37. Now, I didn't originally have that written down, but I am now. I changed it mid thing. All right, so now your Monday Night Football matchup, which is the 1-3 Indianapolis Colts heading to Baltimore to face the 3-1 Ravens. Now, the Colts obviously coming off a win versus the Dolphins last week, and the Raiders coming off a win versus the Broncos. Now, Vic Fangio from the Broncos head coach was really mad at the Baltimore Ravens for running the ball and not kneeling it with 3 seconds left to get to tie the NFL record in 100 yards rushing in each game. I think that it's a lot of games. I don't know the exact number. I'd maybe say 40s. So since they've had Lamar, they've been terrific in the run game. Lamar only put it up 25 of those rushing yards last week, though. It was mostly Latavius Murray. I think he had like 66. And then Devonta Freeman, obviously, and I don't think Le'Veon Bell played, but if he did, he might have got 1 or 2. Tyson Williams was a healthy scratch last week for these Ravens offense. I think he was the most explosive back, having 6 yards per carry. Again, they're going with the veterans and the old guys, and I understand why they do that, but Tyson Williams was bad in the blocking game for running backs. I'd at least have him on the roster and get him out there maybe for only 1 or 2 blocking plays and use him more in the run game, but obviously they didn't do that. They elected to go with other guys. So, again, now your Colts and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor hasn't looked too bad this year. And it's just been a Colts struggle this year, only 1-3. And the Ravens, I say the Ravens win and go to 4-1 on Monday Night Football. And the Ravens win 30-20. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. Yeah, I do these weekly. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.